Nigeria is Africa's largest oil producer, but power outages occur almost daily, and that costs residents time and money. Now, President Goodluck Jonathan says it is time to denationalize the government's controlled power company. VOA's Ndiho has our report.
Nigerians, like most Africans, are accustomed to frequent power cuts. But the major electricity shortages in Nigeria are one of a kind. Blackouts touch nearly everyone, from residents and small businesses to commercial consumers. The entire country is grappling with an insufficient power grid. The overall electricity generated is falling far below the needed 11,000 megawatts. BARBER CHUKS works in his Abuja shop as his generator roars out power, attending to his customer and not waiting for the lights to come back on.
3 liters of petrol can be consumed because of the size of the generator, understand? So, but when you look at it, it may be 3 liters of petrol involving 300 naira. But when you check it, if there is light, for instance, at least that 300 naira is not something that you can say just for today. It's something that is continuously, because there is no day that is assured.
Nigeria is in the process of breaking up the defunct state power company into 17 private companies and selling them all for a total of $2.5 billion in hopes of increasing the nation's electric output tenfold over the next 7 years. It might be its most advanced effort yet to end Nigeria's perennial power shortfall. But progress has been slow, and President Goodluck Jonathan's target may be too optimistic. Industry experts say if Nigeria gets its power working properly, it would reduce business costs by up to 40%, add 3% to its gross domestic product, and cut the mass unemployment that fuels unrest in the oil region and a bloody Islamist insurgency in the north. Power from generators costs more than twice as much as electricity from the grid, something that doctors at this hospital know too well.
Most of the things we do here involve light. To see, to do lab, to do tests, to perform operations, and sometimes for patient comfort. So if you don't have the light, it can be very terrible.
President Goodluck Jonathan is trying to persuade some 170 million Nigerians that this irritating problem will soon change. He wants to privatize the government-controlled power handling company. Critics say a close look at the private companies which one bids show a mix of ogas and influential figures connected to Nigeria's political elite. This has raised some questions about the expected efficiency of the privatization process and what it can deliver.
Despite the challenges, we are making steady progress each day towards permanent and lasting correction. Nigerians must have electricity for domestic and industrial use, and there is no turning back, and there is no relenting.
Nigeria's electricity capacity had been in a steady decline for a decade, and despite being Africa's top oil producer and holding the world's 9th largest gas reserves, Nigeria's power output is 1/10 of South Africa's for a population 3 times the size.
We need 100 of those projects before the man on the street can really have that same sense of well-being that you have in a more advanced country where you can switch on the lights and you know it's automatic.
Still, there remains optimism that wresting power out of the government's hand will eventually lead to a more reliable electric grid. Ndiho, VOA News.
We want to know what you think about Africa 54 and the stories we cover. Join the conversation on Facebook. The address is VOA Africa 54. Also get VOA News fast on your mobile device through Google Currents. To get the app, go to voanews.com/currents.